I'm dressed like an orange, but we're going to talk about asparagus. So it's one of the first plants to greet us in springtime, and greeting us in the kitchen is Chef Randy Feltis. Give him some love.
Thank you, Tracy.
All right, Chef. What are we making today, and why do you love this recipe?
Oh, Tracy, this is a glorious recipe. We are doing asparagus 2 ways with a rosé goat cheese cream. I love the recipe because it just showcases everything asparagus has to offer.
I heard asparagus, but I mostly heard rosé.
We're gonna get to that.
I heard them both.
Well,
and also the goat cheese cream. That sounds fantastic.
Very interesting, too. I gotta ask you first off, are you a thin asparagus girl or a thick asparagus girl?
I like the thick asparagus, actually. I feel like you're just getting more when you get the bundle of asparagus and they're like thick stalks. You're not into the thick?
You know, chefs like dainty things.
Oh,
so I like it thin, but hear me out. There's places for both.
It's hard to put the fork into the thin ones.
Here's the other thing. The thin ones, I don't mind if they're slightly overcooked. It's the only vegetable I normally like my veggies really crunchy.
Well, this is shocking to me right now.
But asparagus, I'm okay with a little bit of, like, you know,
a little
soggy. Yeah, a little spin it like asparagus and pop it in, or like spaghetti, away we go.
All right, all right.
So what we're going to do is start with some thin stuff today, and then we're going to get to the thicker stuff.
All right.
So in the cast iron pan, this is a beautiful way to do any kind of asparagus at home because you can keep your eye on it.
When it's the beginning of asparagus season, though, Chef, are they usually thinner or are they usually thicker?
They're just picking them the way they come up.
Whatever they are.
Right?
Get them out and get them into the grocery store.
But so normally the first batch is obviously a little bit thinner, and then once they have like the turnover, it gets a little thicker, right?
Got it.
There you go. And we actually have an asparagus farm just down the road from us, and so whenever asparagus comes in, we celebrate and we eat asparagus every day, all day, for like 3 or 4 weeks until you get to the point where like, I can't eat any more asparagus. I am done with asparagus season. Yes. And that's when you know it's time to move on to like corn and other things.
Let's go get another vegetable because the bathroom smells like asparagus.
I didn't think we were going to bring that up. I didn't think we were going to bring that up, but that's fine.
That is cool. The asparagus goes right through the body,
you know,
and then it's like, there it is in the toilet.
I thought I was the only one, and then other people start talking about it, and apparently it's everybody.
Yeah, asparagus pea is a thing. Moving right along.
Okay.
So you've got a nice hot pan when you put the asparagus down, some really good olive oil, and you're going to keep this very simple and fresh because the asparagus speaks for themselves.
It's just going to char in there. It's just going to cook away. We're going to get the goat cheese cream rocking.
Let's do that.
Okay. So a couple logs of goat cheese here, Tracy.
Very nice.
Treat your goat cheese the same way you want to treat yourself.
Oh, boozy.
Springtime hits. I want some rosé.
Yeah.
So we're just going to sprinkle in.
Or are you feeling that in your throat a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
We're fine. We're fine. We're professionals.
You want a little salt?
Well, maybe a little bit.
You let me know if you need a valid question.
Is that rosé you have? Okay, so we put the rosé in the goat cheese.
And then 2 teaspoons of honey. So just a little sweetness, you know, just a little something. And then what you're going to do...
Should I stand behind you for this one?
I don't know. I could have got a deeper bowl, you know, but we'll make this work.
He's a pro. He knows what's up. Oh, okay. I'll just be here. I have to return the clothes.
It doesn't make the greatest TV anyways, but trust me, that takes like 2 or 3 minutes, and it's going to come out pillowy, soft, and smooth. Luckily, Tracy.
Oh, yes. He thought ahead.
I did my mise en place, you know?
Yeah.
So then you've got this glorious little bit. Can I have the back of your hand? Just give me the...
Yeah, I was going to say, you need to see the texture of this because it's whipped so nicely. It's super duper light. And you would do that with your hand mixer. You don't need to go put it in the big old stand mixer or anything like that, right?
You can do it with a food processor if you want, or you can even do it by hand if you're feeling really ambitious, or you have a teenager who's, you know, working hard at home, wants to get into it. There you go.
Bicep workout.
Okay, so our little asparagus is cooking down perfectly here.
Beautiful.
And then we're going to get our fat stuff right here. And, you know, you can eat asparagus raw. It's a glorious thing.
So you grew up doing this?
So we had asparagus growing right on our driveway.
Yeah.
And we'd go out there and we'd like break it off, you know, the woody stuff, and just like hammer it down. It's fantastic.
That's a good snack.
It's crispy, it's delicious, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to showcase a salad that would kind of showcase that a little bit.
Okay.
We just take a vegetable peeler.
Yeah.
And we were gonna, well, that one didn't work out so well.
And we're just gonna
a little brittle. And then we're just gonna make ribbons like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Right?
Yeah.
And we're just gonna go, and it's just gonna give us a nice little texture. And at the end of the day, you're gonna be left with a bunch of these stalks, right?
What are you gonna do with those stalks?
We make soup, we'll make veggie broth,
Yeah.
we'll make all kinds of anything.
Beautiful. You don't need to throw anything out. I mean, later in the show, you'll see Julia grieve, and she will agree. Everything can be reused, right?
Always reuse everything. And asparagus soup is another one of those things, if you're gonna eat it every day, you wanna keep mixing it up. Sorry, that was me.
No, I'm okay. I really do have a tickle. I'm gonna get a glass and...
You get a glass. I'm gonna keep going here.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, I can taste it in my throat.
how many pieces of asparagus do you normally go? I say as much as you got.
Oh, so there's no rules. It's
There's
a veggie.
no rules. We're gonna pile that up right in there like that.
Unfortunately, the faucet isn't working, so...
I think there's a conspiracy theory all the way along.
It's better now.
The Hampton water. People like that
better.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So you
Does
just...
it feel like spring?
Yeah, it does. It's feeling super springy. Oh, Julia, come on in here. I'm so sorry to ignore you. I got into the rosé.
Oh my God, I'll have some of that.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna pour you a bit. So I wanted you to come in here to maybe try some of this. Look at the freshness of this salad.
I love it.
Right.
Are you
Love
an
it.
asparagus girl?
I am. I
you
love
do.
asparagus.
Good.
Absolutely.
Well, because you're here, you're not just going to get to eat something, you got to get to work. So there's a lemon over there that's just cut up.
Oh.
Just give that a nice little, like, you know, bartender squeeze on top of there.
Nice.
Got it.
All right, let's
I'm
see what you
assuming
got.
we're out of time, Cass.
Yeah.
We are not quite at
They're trying to wrap us up, Randy. Oh, but there's also pine nuts.
Oh, right. There's
we
gotta-
gotta
So he
finish
toasted
things
some
off.
pine nuts.
Toast some pineapple stuff. We don't want to get too complicated, but you
Yeah.
want some
Oh my God,
crunch.
this
You
that
want some
good?
smooth. You want
let
some
me see.
asparagus.
Very nice.
And you know what you else want to do?
What do you
want
wanna
to take
do?
a bite. Get in there. Just
my
get
God,
right in
I
the
love it.
asparagus.
You have no
Dip it in the
utensils,
cream
so-
and give it a
something
go.
off.
It's on the other side.
Rip
Or you
it in
can
the
just
asparagus.
grab an
Really? Going in with
asparagus
the
and
fingers?
put it in the... Yeah!
Don't have to tell me once eat with my hands.
Randy, well done.
Oh, great. You gotta taste it.
I'll eat this during break. We've got that recipe at cityline.com.